carry and stuffing them into the most secure room in my flat. Before locking myself in, I took one last look outside. I wish I hadn't. In a second-story window across the street, I saw one of them. It saw me, too. Our eyes locked. Its face twisted into something between a grin and a snarl. They knew. I sprinted into the bathroom and slammed the door shut. It was the only place in my apartment without windows. One door, one lock. The best chance I had. I filled the sink and bathtub with water. If I had to stay here, I needed to last as long as possible. Then I turned off the light and sat in the darkness. Here's what happens next. I don't know how long I sat there in the dark. The screams outside had become background noise, but my heart still pounded every time I heard something new. A crash, a shriek, the distant sound of running footsteps. Then came the knocking. Not from the front door. From inside my apartment. It was slow, deliberate. Knock, knock, knock. I covered my mouth with both hands, trying to stay silent. Maybe they would leave. Maybe it was my imagination. But then the doorknob twisted. I gripped the knife I had taken from my kitchen. My only weapon, my only chance. The knob twisted again, harder this time. A ragged breath came from the other side of the door. Low, inhuman, then a whisper. "I saw you." My stomach dropped. I pressed my back against the bathtub, pulling my knees to my chest. It wasn't random. They weren't just attacking anyone they could find. They had followed me. The doorknob rattled violently now. The lock held, but for how long? Then silence. I held my breath, listening. Nothing. Minutes passed. Maybe hours. I lost track of time. My fingers ached from gripping the knife so tightly. Then I heard scratching. Not at the door. From the vents. A new wave of terror hit me as I slowly tilted my head upward, the air vent above the sink. Something moved behind it. And then, in the darkness, I saw an eye staring back at me. The screams outside didn't stop. And now, I wait.